This is the banger of the trade. Like I said, this is the model that I'm working on for when I start trading E-mini instead of micros. 10-point stop, ridiculous entry, precise entry. This is what I'm working on. And all right, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is the first time that you're tuning in, my name is Lewis and I appreciate you tuning in. First and foremost, I am not a guru. I am just documenting my trading journey. Please like, share, and comment with a friend who's also on their trading journey. Let me know in the comments below how your trading week went. Follow me on Instagram because I've been doing a new series on there where I am passing a 50K funded account and I have my full live executions posted on the daily. So every trade that I took here, you will see on my Instagram. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much. Let's get right into the video. I don't want to make these videos extremely long because I've been recording a lot of content recently, especially for the Discord. Yeah, I'll talk about everything once we get to the Discord part, but right now let's just get into the video and into the sponsor and all that stuff. All right, so the sponsor of this video and this channel in general is Tektronix.com. Make sure that you go and check them out. If you want to build the best PC with the best available parts in the market, use my discount code LVFLIP to get 10% off. They have free shipping on all products, and if you go here to the left, you can contact them and even get quotes on whatever parts you want to put in your PC. So make sure you go and take advantage of them. As you see the reviews down here. If you want to get into trading or streaming, they have their setups in here, trading setups. If you go into the trading setups and you scroll down, you see all their setups ranging from $800 to $2,600. My favorite setup is the Futures LV Flip. I think it's the best bang for your buck. Is right in the center of what I think you should invest for any type of PC. Really, it doesn't just have to be a trading PC. If you want to make content with it, if you want to stream with it, all that stuff, I think this is the best bang for your buck. As you see on the side, you get all the parts and all that stuff. And like I said, if you contact them, you are able to actually customize that in general. So make sure you go follow Tektronix.com on Instagram. Let them know that you're from the Lewis Visuals YouTube channel. But apart from that, let's head right into the Discord. All right, now we are in the Discord. As you can see, the Discord has changed a lot. I've been putting in work. Actually, last night I went to sleep extremely late doing a bunch of things for the Discord. But as you can see, the Discord has changed quite a bit. Now we have the premium Discord, and as you can see, the lectures have been piling up. Like I said, I've been making a lot of content, and some of these tabs even have more than one video in it. But as you can see, this is what you get once you enter the premium Discord. If you're just in the free Discord, you get the stuff down here, which just shows free Discord, these tabs in the membership, also live trading. If anybody wants to trade live and, you know, broadcast their trading, I made it possible so that you could trade live down there for everybody to see. Obviously, if you want to join the Discord, you hit join premium and it has everything in there. You can see the prices and all that stuff. It shows you how you can actually join the premium Discord, and it has my one-on-one calls available. So if you want to learn how I trade one-on-one, just me and you, join the free Discord and then go to the membership tab and hit join premium, and then it has all the information that you need in there. And I'm not done adding stuff. It was just so late last night. It was like 2 in the morning, so I had to stop. But there's still a bunch of stuff that I'm going to add here. But as you can see, these are the lectures that I have up right now. I'm going to make it public probably on Monday if I'm not too backed up on any other things, because I want to make like a whole promotional video and all that stuff. But yeah, if you join the free Discord, I just ask that you're active in there. I talk all the time in it, but my priority is going to be the premium Discord once that is up and running for everybody. Right now, I am running I don't want to say a sale, but it is a lifetime sale for the first 5 members. They get a lifetime discount for the Discord because you're taking a chance on me to teach you how to trade. Like I said, it's completely beginner friendly, as you can see in the complete beginner tab, and then everything else just goes in order. And I'm not done adding. Like I said, there's still a bunch of stuff that I want to add in there. Please just be active in the free Discord. You don't have to join my premium. You don't have to do the one-on-one calls. If you just want to have a fire community where we talk about trading and stuff like that, you can join the free chat. From there, we'll keep going. So you can see right here, the Instagram has been going crazy. So follow me on Instagram. You'll see all the new videos that I'm posting. You'll have this back testing. This has so much sauce in it, man. If you just go back and read all of these, just go back and read into these. Obviously, we have the crypto and the profits and losses and all that stuff, but that is basically it. Let's get into the trades of this week and into the charts. All right, so this is what the week ended up looking like. It was a down week, and honestly, if I'm being honest with you guys, I was mostly looking for longs, which was completely incorrect, and I'll explain the reason why I was looking for longs. It wasn't too bad of a week. I had a bad day on Wednesday, so as you can see, it's completely chopped. So I chose a bad day to actually have a bad day during the week. Apart from that, all the other days were very, very good, and I'll talk about the trades that I took and then the actual setups that were supposed to be taken on these days. Yeah, let's just get straight into it. I'll bring my drawings in. As you can see, I don't want it to be too cluttered, but this is what the drawings ended up looking like. Now let's go straight to Monday. The reason why I was going for longs straight is because we had this higher time frame SMT, as you can see from last week. I'll show you right here. So if you look down here on Thursday, we ended up taking out that level on NQ and not taking it out out on ES. I saw that as a bullish SMT, so I was expecting price just to rise. It did. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it didn't, but it didn't do it for the whole week. Okay, I had to take that off because it was extremely distracting, but as you could see, it was just rising all day. From Sunday to Monday, it was rising. We had this fall down here, but I was trying to see what the market was gonna do. I'm not sure if there was an SMT at this point, but I definitely did miss it if there was. I don't think there was. As you can see, we kind of did sweep that liquidity, so that would have been the real sniper entry at 9:30, or not 9:30, 9:15, and that's why I didn't enter. I remember I was watching, I was like, I'm gonna just wait till 9:30 before I hop into longs or try to look for a long, and man, I messed up. I should have just took this long here and gotten in within that wick, but it's okay. It happens. When you're not confident, just stay away from the trade. And I wanted to wait till 9:30. At 9:30, we just completely boomed. I thought that we were at least gonna come in and try to test the CE of this wick, so you can see in there, but we didn't even try. At 9:30, we just boomed, so I had to just sit there patiently. If I'm being honest, I loved my patience on this day, and you can see the trade that I ended up taking right here. It was a 5R. I have it live on my Instagram, so you can go and check it out. But like I said, I was expecting more of a bigger move down so I could get a better entry, but we just didn't get that, so I had to be extremely patient and just wait. My buys was bullish. If I'm being 100% honest, I was aiming for this buy side liquidity up here, which is just generated buy side for the future, if I'm being honest, but I don't think NQ is ready to come up yet. We'll just have to see how the next week ends up going. Let's get into the lower time frames, because this is where I took this trade. I actually got in on the 1 minute. So as you can see, we just ended up having really no real like retracement trades, so I had to really sit here and wait. I guess you had a retracement at 9:45, but I didn't see it as an entry, if I'm being honest. But as you can see right here, that it did respect this down close candle, and as I say, if we're going up, we should respect the down close candles. That's how I kind of knew that we were gonna go and be bullish, honestly. And like I said before, at that 9:30, this is what price action was doing on the lower time frames. It wasn't very clear that we were gonna go up. It was just chopping and doing this weird stuff, so I didn't take that trade, but I should have, because sweep of liquidity and then target higher. But by the way, this is the trade that I took. It's kind of a accumulation, manipulation, distribution trade. It is also a buy below the open trade, liquidity sweep, turtle soup, and we had an SMT, so I'll show you the SMT as well. So like I said, I love how I took this trade and how patient I was. The low right here was taken out by NQ, and it was not taken out by ES, so I took that as a turtle soup. I entered right then and there. As you can see, that's my entry. Stop at this low with a 16-point stop. I took it with 2 contracts, and then I let it run. And I was honestly, like I said, I was targeting up there, but I saw that ES was just struggling to get up, so I decided just to get out after liquidity sweep, because it's just better to get out, especially as it was my first trade of the week and of the year, really. And I didn't want to have to hold all day, but it was the right decision, because as you can see, we just ended up chopping and then turning around. And this turnaround should have gave me an idea of what we were going to end up doing for the rest of the week. But that's the trade that I took. I bought below the open, manipulation, accumulation, distribution. It was that kind of trade. I also projected higher and got this, so that's kind of why I was like, okay, maybe we could go up there, but it just ended up happening, and I just took my profits and got out of the market. Now let's head into Tuesday. Tuesday was also a very good day for me, not because I made money, because I had the completely wrong bias on Tuesday, if I'm being 100%, but I followed my risk management plan, and a banger of a trade actually ended up setting up on Tuesday. And if I could find it, I would show you this banger of a trade, and I missed it just because I was in the wrong bias. This is the banger of the trade. Like I said, this is the model that I'm working on for when I start trading E-mini instead of micros. 10-point stop, ridiculous entry, precise entry. This is what I'm working on, and it played out on this day. As you can see, we were above the 1800 open, which is the 2-day open. We were also above the midnight open, as you can see, but it was pretty simple because I was just wrong bias. I was expecting price. I actually took my trades were in this fair value gap. I was expecting price to at least bounce, and actually, like the night before, I was talking to one of my students, and I was saying I think they could take it lower just because of how high we were in the premium or in the dealing range. So I said they could take it lower and then try to go up, but like I said, I was wrong biased this day, and it's on me. I can't blame nobody else. The trade was extremely clear, and it becomes even more clear if I bring in the sessions. So let me bring in the sessions real quick. We manipulate higher to take out London liquidity and Asia liquidity while we have a key level right above all that liquidity. That is just too clear, and I missed it just because I had the wrong bias. If I would have had short bias this day, I think I would have been able to see it, but it's just part of the game. But like I said, if you go on the, for example, the 5-minute, it's so clear. You take the last leg right before the manipulation just to project higher, and the negative 2.5 lines up perfectly with the CE of this FVG right above all all the liquidity from the previous sessions. Extremely curing. You even had a second entry right here with this order block. Would have still been safe. You could have had your entry right at the middle of the order block and stop above this high, but like I said, I was completely wrong on this day. It's on me, because I should have been looking for shorts. I don't know why I was long biased, and I was buying in a premium kind of, so I took it on me. But like I said, I didn't take this day as a bad day due to the fact that I was able to follow my discipline, and I only lost about $130 on this day, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a very good discipline on my part. I want to keep building that discipline, because now that I'm teaching, I feel a little bit obligated to, if I'm not lying, because at the same time, you get to see yourself in a different light, because I don't want to tell somebody to do something and I'm not doing it. So I want to make sure that I'm doing everything that I tell my people to do. You can also take the last manipulation leg before the move down, and you get this level as a sell side level. It kind of lines up with the negative 3.5 as well. You take it how you want it. The obvious target was the new week opening gap and the sell side liquidity from Sunday that was down there. This is the banger trade that I said, man, I'm so tight. I missed it, but it's part of the game. It's nothing bad. I follow my rules, and yeah, this is probably the best trade of the week that ended up setting up, and it was so clear within accumulation, manipulation, distribution once again. Next week, just working on my patience. Once I want to just wait and really just trade off of order flow, you know, still having a bias in mind, but if order flow is showing you differently, then go with order flow at that certain moment. And you don't need to catch these crazy moves. This is a crazy move. It kept going lower even more, but let's say you caught just the trade that I just had, man, that is a crazy move. That is a 300-point move. You don't need to catch all that to be profitable. You could catch a piece of the pie. Like I said, you could just go for sell side liquidity. As you can see, we have generated sell side down here, and man, it just kept going. But that is the trade from Tuesday. Now Wednesday, I got completely chopped up. I believe I just took a couple longs in here. As you can see, market was just chopping. It was a seek and destroy profile type of day. So as you can see, you were just going up and down, seeking and destroying liquidity. And the best trade was right here after we took out this buy side. I believe the session time also lined up with that. Session liquidity, yeah, we took out New York session liquidity at the moment, and then headed for the lows that were stacked down here. So that was a pretty good short. That was probably the best trade on that day. I didn't catch it, but it's okay, because I was long biased still. So I hadn't switched my bias from before because of the SMT that I saw on the higher time frame. So that's my fault. Now I have a different way that I'm teaching everybody how to view their daily bias, and you can see it in the Discord as well. And here, once you get into daily bias, you'll be able to see it. But that's what I used for the trade on Friday, because the market was closed on Thursday. But I'll show you the long that I ended up taking. It wasn't a bad long, if I'm being a hundo. Yeah, as you can see right here, it probably looks bad on the 5-minute, but it was okay on the lower time frames, and I'll show you right now. So as you can see, it wasn't taken over here, it was taken right here. So we come down right here, we take all this sell side liquidity, we start to build some structure higher. I get in right here on this candle at 941. I just placed my entry there, but I was targeting the new week opening gap. As you can see, we ended up going up. I was in profit at some point, but then ended up coming back down and smacking me. I took 3 trades on this day instead of just taking my 2 L's and being out of the market, because that is what your risk management plan is for, is to save you from these type of days where you don't know what the market is going to do. It's just going to end up moving crazy. And yeah, we had NFP on Friday and a holiday the next day, so you could have kind of expected a seek and destroy type of day. But like I said, you have to protect yourself from yourself sometimes. So I could have just took an entry on here, like I said, the longs that I took, and then just been done, because it's part of it. I think I took a long in here as well, and then this is the best long that I took. But it is what it is, man. I had a bad day. I lost about $500 on this day on the funded account, so it is what it is. I live and I learn, and I'm becoming a lot better. Now let's move on to Friday. Since Thursday there was no trading, and Friday, man, I missed 2 great entries on Friday, and it is my fault, because I don't even know what to say, if I'm being 100. Man, so we had NFP, right? NFP was pretty self-explanatory after I figured out that the draw on liquidity was that low that I thought was an SMT. So once I realized, okay, we're definitely going for that low, there's no question about it. We have NFP at 830, completely drop, take out this sell side liquidity. So I was anticipating them to come up a bit, at least into OTE of this range right here. So I thought they were at least gonna come up to at least above equilibrium, maybe to to this, but we had a order block on the 30-minute that lined up perfectly with the new day opening, so I thought maybe they could bring it up there. No. So what did I have to do? I had to adapt to what the market was telling me, right? So I had a chance to get in up here, but I was like, okay, it's still way too early. Let me be a little bit more patient, right? So I missed that big entry up there. Then I hopped on the 1 minute. After that, still the same draw on liquidity. I noticed that was wrong, so I could go and end up deleting this stuff. I missed 2 entries and it's my fault, man. I'm so upset, but I missed that entry at 9:30, but I was like, okay, it's still too early. Let me be a little bit more patient. Then we have this move down. I'm like, okay, maybe if I grab, for example, this and I go like that, we'll get an entry at equilibrium, or once we hit these up close candles, we come up to it, and at this very moment, right before this candle prints and goes up there, I go to turn on my camera so I can record my executions. No, next time I'm gonna record it early, so exactly at 9:30, right before 9:30, my camera is gonna be on, so I don't have to get up. So I had to get up, and by the time I got up, price had tapped into there and started to move down. I was like, damn, okay, you just missed an amazing entry, because that could have been the entry of the day. This is the entry that I ended up pursuing, but amazing entry. We could have done something like this and then maybe had a stop above this, and I was bearish, so I was really thinking about taking an entry at that point once we touched those 2 up close candles. So it would have been a 9R to catch a crazy move, because honestly I was targeting a little bit lower since there was also liquidity over here. I just didn't mark it, but like I said, this could have been a crazy move because I would have been in a 167 point move, for example. The one that I ended up catching wasn't bad, but that was the entry that I ended up missing, and yeah, it's okay. It's part of the game. There's also another entry later on in the day that I didn't pay attention to, but it's alright. I see why I was watching this and it just ended up dumping way too quickly, so I just let it be. This is the trade, right? So I see us come down and I'm like, okay, we still haven't touched my draw on liquidity, so there could be something setting up potentially at 10 a.m. This is what ended up happening, right? So we form a 3-minute gap, if I'm not mistaken. So we form a 3-minute gap, right? And then we generate liquidity right above the CE of that point, and I'm thinking, okay, for the 10 o'clock candle, we're gonna go up there to the generated liquidity, tap it, and then head lower. This is the trade that I had set up. Nothing crazy. It was a 100-point move basically, right? I set my limit order right where you see it, and then it starts to move, and I'm like, okay, accumulation, manipulation, distribution makes sense. Generated liquidity, key level, everything is dandy, right? I set the limit order, then I take off the limit order. I don't know why I took off the limit order, but then price does this, taps it, and I hesitate. I don't take the trade, and I had to go back and analyze why I didn't take that trade. Maybe because I saw this gap up here and I thought maybe it could go up above the gap, but at the same time you also have these 2 up close candles which should reject price. This is the entry that I should have taken. I hesitated and I was like, let me wait till 10, because we had what, 3 minutes until the 10 o'clock candle, but there was news also at 10. Price did what it had to do, took out buy side liquidity. We had an SMT that I didn't pay too much attention to, had buy side liquidity with a key level. Come on now, that is my entry. Go up, tap it. I should have just got in as soon as we tapped that point, or left my limit order. I would have been in this trade for exactly, I'll count this as well with the entry, 1 2 3 4 5 minutes. I would have been done, made however much I wanted to, because the risk was so low. If I hopped in here, let's say for example 5 cons, I would have made $1,000 risking 100 just off of this trade, man. And it's my fault for not jumping in, but I thought maybe at 10 we would get a move up again and tap that level and then just dump, but we didn't. But like I said, I should have just jumped in this trade. Then later on, my stupid ass thought that we were gonna come up and maybe touch this up here and then head lower. I took another trade when I shouldn't have, and I'm being 100% honest with y'all. Shouldn't have taken this trade. Should have just walked away after I missed my entry, or maybe waited for another reason to take a short, like the 15-minute order block once we got up here. But it wouldn't make sense for us to come down, take out a liquidity level, and then come up right above the liquidity, not at the liquidity level. And then if we would have rejected from here, then that makes sense. We got up to the liquidity level and use it as resistance, but no, we come up, I took a short, and then price ended up just dumping. I think I took a short here somewhere, and prices dumped for a little bit and then just came right back up and took me out. But unnecessary trade, that is something that I'm working on myself. Just not taking these unnecessary trades. They're not going to benefit me in any way. And if I miss my clean setup, I either leave and come back and try to find something later on, like you can see up here at 10:49 macro time, we tap into that level and then just dump. But it's okay, it's okay. Either way, that is the week that I ended up having. I don't want to make this video too long. Make sure you check out techtronics.com. Link is down in the description. description. Use my discount code LVFLIP for 10% off. Join the Discord if you want to have a community of traders who are here to, you know, help you get better and just to have a good time. And as well, if you want to join my premium Discord, it is in there. You can only join through the Discord, so join the Discord if you're interested in that, and the link is down in the description as well. Apart from that, thank you so much for watching this video. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.